So on the Web3 side, what we've noticed is the Hedera community is one of the more active, engaged, and thoughtful just Web3 communities that's out there. They're as a whole, you'll find more that are excited to like talk, engage, interact. They're the types of folks that are asking good questions and that are much more thoughtful, oftentimes than some of the other communities that I've seen out there. And a lot of our interaction there has been around beginning our, kind of the Twitter discussions. We think these are actually great ways to have kind of big scale interactions with everybody, right? Good times to chat back and forth and ask questions and, tell the stories and meet the people behind the Twitter handles and the PFPs and that sort of stuff. We also use Discord a bit for that community as well. The other community that we're talking to and bringing in, this kind of non Web3 native audience, Discord is actually probably the worst platform in the world for someone like that. Kind of messy, kind of crazy, kind of easy to get scammed. A bit of friction to get into it. And so what we think kind of going forward, one of our kind of strategic moves going forward is more time on these sorts of live streams, Twitter Spaces, probably going to be doing some Facebook, live streams, etc. As well as the kind of traditional Web2 audience. Email is still a great tool for them. A lot of the kind of interactions that happen through traditional channels is kind of expected there.
Yeah, 100%. The Discord point is, I mean, you even saw like that the founder of Discord was like, because Discord was built to be a gaming platform, right? For the most part. Yep. The founder of Discord was like, this is not what Discord was supposed to be, X, Y, and Z. And there was horror stories like, and there still probably are, over the past couple, 2 years or so, surrounding Discord's getting hacked, wallet connectivity, other aspects. I mean, for anybody down there even listening, I would very much so recommend setting your Discord to private. And I would only recommend and take it at your own risk. Like if you're interacting through claims or connecting wallets or stuff like that through Discord, I mean, do that at your own discretion, because I even get really nervous about doing anything surrounding that. So I definitely want to ask Acme, and I know we're getting close to the hour mark here, so we'll wrap it. We have 12 minutes left though. And I would love for both of you guys to maybe just talk about some of the major accomplishments that you had in 2022 from a team standpoint, knowing that we went through a bear market, everything else, and what you're most looking forward to in 2023 from your project standpoint and from the ecosystem as a whole. So we were already on Acme, so I'll start with Acme again.
I guess I'll jump in. I think one of the cool things for me from our perspective is that, we spent most of 2021 building. One of the things we wanted to do when we launched was to have a platform built. It wasn't a Kickstarter for us. It was always let's build something really cool. And we've learned some things along the way. Our product is getting a little bit smoother every day. I think I'm really excited about the fact that I think finally cracked how to make wallets invisible to new users, meaning they can sign up for Acme Labs with their email and there's a wallet created for them on the back end and they don't have to take those steps, right? So one of the things we're trying to eliminate is the hurdles for new users to onboard into this space. And I think kind of going back to your last question, it's really interesting because there are two Hedera communities, and there are two communities within any NFT ecosystem, right? There are those who see the need for growth and are welcoming to outsiders and new ways of doing things, and then there are those who are very insular and really want to do things the same way they always do things, right? It's like your Discord has to look like this, you have to whitelist like this, you have to so there's ways that things have always been done. And so one of the things we really recognize is that we have to grow or there's nowhere to go, right? Like you're talking to an echo chamber and it's slow growth. And like one of the things I think about every day is I'm a collector. I have dead pixels. They're the #1 collection on Zeus every day. only like 6 to 8 maybe sell on a day. So there's a lot of room for volume increase on Hedera across the board. And one of the things that we're really focused on is bringing in new users. We think it's the most important thing we can do to help grow this ecosystem and to bring in more traditional users who don't have to stress out about all of the hurdles that you have to like it's really terrifying that sometimes if you're not used to this space, you sign up for a wallet and one of the first thing that happens is they ask you for a picture of your ID. Like if you're just trying to buy a print, that's scary. There's a lot of links that can be scams. My first time I ever bought an NFT was on Ethereum a while ago, and I clicked on the wrong link for mints, and I was so excited to mint my first NFT, and my $600 plus $80 in gas just disappeared. Like the first time I ever tried to mint something. And those are things we want to avoid, right? Those are things we want to get away from. Is if I hadn't been a person who was like, well, that was probably my fault. If I was new to the space, I probably would have never come back. So we're looking at art from an art standpoint. How do we create virtual galleries? How do we create things that are shareable? How do we create things that increase community, increase value for people who are holding? Because the art is good, because the storytelling is good, and because the technology doesn't get in the way, and because the community you're coming into is welcoming of people on the outside. And I think by and large, I've seen the Hedera community has been awesome. I did see like a week or two ago, there was like a blacklist that someone put out, but it was like a list of the like 10 people I thought were probably the most welcoming I've met in Hedera. And so those are the kind of things that like scare off outsiders. So one of the things we're really excited about is trying to get people in the door through things that they've collected before. Our second collection is from a group called Atomica Exotica that's done vinyl toys for a long time. We want to bring art collectors into the space, and we want to make it easy for them to engage and to participate and to buy art in an environment that's not stressful. That's not like, hey, I'm going to get this really quick so I can flip it. I'm buying art because I love art. I'm buying into this project because I believe in the space. I'm buying into this project because there is some stability. It's not a pump and dump. It's not a scam. It's something with longevity. And so anything we can do to bridge that gap, whether it's the physical, digital, whether it's the email only site onboarding, whether it's the virtual galleries that allow people to share their stuff more easily, that's what I'm most excited about. I'm most excited about trying to bring this space, which I love, to the masses. So I'll let John answer, but that's where I stand.
Well stated, Josh, as per usual. This is why we love you. I won't take up a lot of time. I want to give everybody else a chance. But yeah, things we're most proud of for 2022, being able to meaningfully get the kind of open beta version of the platform out in front of folks to get the feedback we need as builders. So, part of what we do, the platform needs to enable both the creators and the collectors and all the participants in the ecosystem to participate. And we, the best ways to get the feedback to tell us, fix this, change that, grease the wheels here is in real feedback. So getting that up and launched. And then 2023, the things I am absolutely most excited about is being able to turn this on to a much broader audience and being able to expand the types of products, physical goods, digital goods, and then the types of experiences beyond just an art buying experience to game experiences, virtual reality and augmented reality experiences, etc. That's where we see the most magic happening over 2023.
Yeah, and I think one of the important things that Tiki had mentioned was kind of that usability, that user onboarding experience where it's not so scary. Because I know, just a huge shout out to Patches and Banks. They did a Twitter space probably 3 or 4 days ago, this kind of gigantic Hedera onboarding event. And, you had one guy come in saying, I'm just, I have to write down 24 words, X, Y, and Z, but that is a security mechanism. But I have to give a gigantic shout out to HashPack with, who we do these interviews in collaboration with for their Magic Link integration, where you can literally create a HashPack wallet and onboard into the Hedera ecosystem with just an email, which I think is fantastic for usability. And then for anybody else down there that's educating individuals, also want to give a quick shout out to Pre-IPO Club, and who's sponsoring our Guide to Series 65 pilot, which essentially is trying to provide financial literacy for individuals. It's free. If you're not aware what the Series 65 is, essentially to become an accredited investor, there's financial thresholds which are very, very high. But you can, study, you can gain financial literacy and take a Series 65. And if you're a legitimate individual, you can potentially get sponsored by a registered investment advisory firm. You can look at what the salaries look like for people that do get sponsored, even potentially as a side gig, I'm assuming, because that's going to be expanding out and moving into probably crypto at some point. And then as a byproduct, once you receive sponsorship, you do become an accredited investor. That link is up above if you guys are interested in that. So huge shout out to Pre-IPO Club, Crypto Eddie, who's helping us with the educational aspects. If you want to check it out. And then I want to get to Stater though. So what from your standpoint, Stater's largest milestones in 2022, and then what you're looking forward to in 2023.
Yeah, sure. So I think from a 2022 perspective, of course, we were kind of the first perspective. So it's been so to just kind of see the space grow, and also the network grow, and other ecosystems within the network grow. I think from pure map perspective, yeah, we reached $100 million TVL at some point in time when the markets are a little bit kinder to us. We reached $1 billion, a billion H bar in TVL as well. So those were really great sort of indications of adoption. But I think the one sort of number that we are more proud of is the 12,000 odd unique wallets that have connected with us, and the 100,000 odd transactions, because that shows depth, and that shows the fact that we've kind of built the solution for a large base of an audience, right? So that's something that we're obviously super proud of, right? I think coming to 2023, we have a super solid base. We have a few sort of DeFi partners kind of coming through the door, but we are super excited to kind of grow this ecosystem and really unleash the full sort of potential of DeFi on the Hashgraph. And for that, we're excited about welcoming new partners potentially from our other ecosystems to come and build with us on Hedera, and looking forward to more integrations and more use cases, and giving more options to users on Hedera to kind of explore what they can do on the DeFi side of things.
Well, I wanted to thank both of you guys today. I don't know if Valor maybe has any questions, but I don't have any more. It's just been an amazing opportunity to be able to meet and interview both Acme Labs. If you're not aware and you're just hopping in right now, this is a lot of the Chuck Jones intellectual property. Chuck Jones Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me? I think Stater might have audio rugged. No, but it's been a pleasure meeting with Acme Labs today. It's been a pleasure meeting with Stater today. Stater has staking solutions with HBarX within the Hedera ecosystem, which we have pinned up to the top, and Acme Labs, obviously, with the Chuck Jones IP, really kind of building out the integration of kind of that Web 2.5 as we move to Web 3. So making solutions that they are facilitating very accessible to normal users that might not be as comfortable with crypto, but also crypto-centric users. And a lot of opportunities out here, guys. I just really appreciate your guys' time. I know how busy everybody is, and wanted to say thank you to you guys. So with that, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next Monday for the next Hedera Corner. If you guys missed it, I think we've nailed in Shane Higdon, CEO of the HBAR Foundation, potentially Christian Hasker, for a couple of weeks from now. So we'll be pushing that out. I think we have Dovu coming up soon. So it's going to be a really interesting March. So looking forward to it. And we will talk to you guys. Thank you to both individuals from Acme, and thank you to Stater for coming up today.
Thanks for having us. Great work as always.